Ever heard the term manually underwritten loan and wondered what it actually means? So, if you're applying for a mortgage, especially an FHA loan, this could be the difference between an approval and a denial. So, if your loan doesn't get an automatic approval, don't panic. It doesn't mean you're out of options. It just means that a real human underwriter has to take a closer look at your file. So, let's break down exactly what a manually underwritten loan is, why your loan might require it, and what you can do to increase your chances of approval. So let's get into it. Most loans today go through an automated underwriting system called an AUS, which is a software that quickly analyzes a borrower's financial situation and determines whether they qualify. But sometimes the system can't approve the loan automatically, and that's when a human underwriter steps in to manually review the file. So a manually underwritten loan happens when a borrower doesn't have a credit score, the automated system issues a refer decision instead of an approval. The loan initially receives an accept, but is downgraded to refer due to FHA rules. Now, important here, a refer decision doesn't mean the loan is denied. It just means that it needs extra review to ensure it meets FHA guidelines. FHA requires all lenders to manually underwrite a loan if the automated system can't approve it. And there are a few common triggers that will send a loan into a manual underwrite every time. And if any of these applies to you, your loan will require a manual review. So if you have disputed negative credit counts like collections or charge-offs that total $1,000 or more, the loan must be manually reviewed. If you've had a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy in the last 2 years, it will trigger a manual underwrite. If you've gone through a foreclosure, a short sale, or deed in lieu of foreclosure within the past 3 years, your loan must be manually underwritten. If you have a history of late mortgage payments, that could trigger a manual underwriting. Specifically, if you have 3 or more 30-day late payments, 1 or more 60-day late payments plus a 30-day late, or any mortgage payment that was more than 90 days late in the past 12 months. If the underwriter finds undisclosed debt, like another mortgage that wasn't included in your application, it could push the loan into a manual underwriting phase. If you're self-employed or rely on business income and your income dropped by more than 20% over the past few years, the loan may need manual underwriting to confirm stability. No credit score or using alternative credit. So if you don't have a traditional credit score, but you're using non-traditional credit like rental history, utility bills, or other payments, your loan will be manually underwritten to confirm your ability to repay. Now, you might be wondering, does manual underwriting hurt my chances of getting approved? Not necessarily, but it does mean that a human underwriter will closely review every aspect of your finances. You may need to provide more documentation to prove you can afford the loan. You might need stronger compensating factors as well, like a solid payment history, low debt to income ratios, or even extra cash reserves can help improve your odds. So the key takeaway here is that manual underwriting doesn't mean denial. It just means extra steps. So if you're prepared, you can still get approved. So if you think your loan might require manual underwriting, here's what you should do. If any of the triggers I just mentioned apply to you, let your lender know early so that they can prepare. Next, gather documentation. So expect to provide more proof of income, assets, and payment history. So the more prepared you are, the smoother the process will be. And strengthen your financial profile. So if possible, pay down debt, avoid new credit inquiries, and just build up your savings before applying. So if you're applying for a mortgage and think manual underwriting might be required, don't go in blind. Book a call with me today, and I'll help you understand what to expect, how to prepare, and what steps to take to boost your chances of approval. If you found this helpful, click the link below, schedule a chat, and let's make sure that your loan gets approved. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.